pressure test gauge should hold steady at the required test pressure with the needle unmoving for an extended period, showing no gradual decline that would indicate a leak. For a reliable pre-inspection checklist, set the regulator and isolation valves so the section under test is fully sealed, then pressurize to the code required value. Typically 10 pounds per square inch for many residential natural gas and LP propane line tests, but always confirm the specific authority having jurisdiction value first. Bleed the gauge and test ports until you see steady pressure, then isolate the supply and remove any potential bleed paths. Listen closely at each joint and fitting while feeling for a cold spot that indicates escaping gas. Use a calibrated test gauge rated for gas work, and place it at the highest point in the run when possible so trapped air does not mask a leak. If the run has low points, temporarily add a small volume of inert test fluid or soap solution locally to catch tiny seepages where appropriate and allowed. Tap the gauge gently with a wrench handle to ensure the needle is not stuck. A stuck needle can give a false steady reading and waste time. Mark the initial pressure on the gauge face or take a photograph timestamp so you can compare later without ambiguity. Then wait the required observation interval. Many inspectors expect at least 30 minutes to 1 hour, but longer is safer for long runs. If you see any pressure decline, perform an isolation test by shutting off and observing subsections. Isolate half the system and see which half holds to quickly locate the leak quadrant. For micro leaks, apply a professionally mixed non-corrosive leak detection spray to suspect joints while repressurized. Bubbles that grow confirm the leak and pinpoint the fitting for repair. After repairs, repeat the full test and document with time-stamped photos and written pressure readings so the inspector has clear proof the system held for the required duration. One of the most common mistakes is relying on a cheap, uncalibrated gauge, which causes false passes. Fix this by using a calibrated, rated gauge and keeping calibration records near the job. One of the top issues is not isolating the correct section before pressurizing, leading to apparent loss from downstream appliances. Fix this by closing all appliance shutoffs and physically capping or removing meters as required by code before the test. One of the biggest errors is assuming a steady needle equals no leak when the needle is simply stuck or the gauge is pegged. Fix this by tapping the gauge, cross-checking with a second gauge, and photographing the initial and final readings after the observation window. BigHomeProjects.com lists vetted local gas plumbers and HVAC contractors who perform certified pressure testing and pre-inspection checklists to help homeowners prepare. The directory helps homeowners find trusted local contractors and helps contractors get work by connecting them with screened leads and project-ready clients.